Consequential decision is going to be made at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, where we will hear from the Federal Reserve about whether or not they're going to cut interest rates. But look at the odds from investors right now. 96% of investors believe that there's going to be a 25 basis point cut, 50 basis point cut, averaging about 4% of investors thinking that that might happen. But this is really consequential because we have not had a rate cut since December of last year.
How's it? Hangus. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Okay. Aloha everyone. It's Wednesday, September 17th. And let's get things going on. Let's get this going on. Alright? Okay. That goes to the SD box there. Oh, it's Wednesday. I gotta go Toastmasters and do a couple of things. And it's a little vlog of news. And it's time to address my owie back. My friend Michael came over and did a little twisting, so it's kind of stretched out a little. But I gotta address it. Something's there and I gotta figure out what it is and what's the good treatment for it. Because it's keeping me up. Oh. It's hard to walk, and it's hard to think. It's owie, and I can't live on Tylenol. Okay, enough of that now. Let's think about log the news. Oh, the birdies, they're kind of back. I don't know. The news. Well, Trump's in the UK. Despite Russia into Ukraine, still doing it, invasion, killing, and Russia going over Poland with armed drones, which is a NATO country, and UK all doing that.
I can't leave.
And they're gonna bomb Gaza City and Gaza Strip and Netanyahu, and so all of that stuff going on. And Trump and King Charles the Third.
It's a singular privilege to be the first American president. Welcome here. And if you think about it, it's a lot of presidents, and this was the second state visit, and that's the first, and maybe that's going to be the last. I hope it is, actually. But this is true.
Yeah, the fourth, the third. Is they're watching the military parade. See, Trump being King Trump in his mind.
Closet.
He's and okay, there's that, and our guy that's the Utah shooter is about to get his butt into the Utah death penalty. I don't know, what do they have? Your choice, electric chair shootings. He's getting the death penalty for sure. And they're gonna just, but the thing is, they have to really get into the nitty gritty because they know everything. the FBI didn't really do anything except show up. The guy turned himself in. And so they're just thinking, what's the motive? What's the motive? Well, obviously, Charlie Kirk was far right, putting out there, promoting the far right stuff, and that was the reason. And but they really want to get the motive because they want to nail it down to political violence is a no-no. Of course, violence is a no-no. But political violence, because it's those radical left and they're coming after us and we got to get them and squash out their protesting, their free speech, and we got to get them. And, it's midterm elections coming up a whole year away, but we got to get them. It's just another faction of squashing any type of disagreement or protest against Trump. But that didn't stop the UK. I mean, they unrolled a gigantic thing of Epstein and Trump picture. It covered the whole football field in the Windsor Square, the whole yard. And it's very sanitary in the UK right now. It's just the government and the royalty, and there's no public involved in this. It's like you protesters, because there's a lot of anti-Trump protesters in the UK, and there's some anti-Trump protesters right outside Trump went out to dinner at a restaurant in Washington DC, and there was protesters out the restaurant. Screw you! And he's like, that was terrible. I'm fearing for my life from these radical left people. They should be in jail. So, he's going all that way. But all that aside, all that kooky weirdness, the one big
To your left.
To your left. Thank you. The one big news is the Fed and Jerome Powell, the chair of the Fed,
Teresa.
who's Trump's been twisting his arm the whole way to lower the interest
Scratch.
rates. And the Fed controls the interest rates, and they're supposed to be independent, not political. And Trump threw up all those tariffs. And the Fed's like going, well, we're not sure what it's going to do to inflation or the economy. And, we got to control the interest rates so we don't have unemployment and inflation rates go weird. So Powell was holding back. Trump's calling him too late, because he wants the interest rates down. See, if the interest rates of the Fed are nicked down, then the interest rates for loans are less. So it's easier for people to go out and credit and get loans.
Listen to me.
And it's cheaper for the government
Failure.
because they have loans that they pay interest rates on. So it'll make the economy look revving up because people will start being active and having more confidence. And so the interest rates going down is going to kind of, for Trump, artificially make the economy look okay and good. But in actuality, it's just to protect from runaway inflation, which apparently isn't right now. There is inflation, but it's not runaway. The job numbers are down, but Trump's challenging it. So the Fed is finally going, okay, I think we're going to do it. So they're going to announce something today at 2 o'clock, which also means, since the interest rates go down, people are going to want to buy into cryptocurrency. They're going to want to buy into Bitcoin, which is going to also be Ethereum. And this is going to make the crypto thing go up. And that altcoin season that all the crypto people, me too, are going to be going, yeah, this is a good thing. So it's going to look like a good thing. It will be a good thing for the cryptocurrency market because all these crypto markets will go up soon. So everyone's going to buy in and make some bank by buying into the cheap, buy low, sell high.
It's outside.
So the Fed lowering the interest rate, that's the scoop for today. And let's leave it at that and go right to there's other stuff. Oh, like we're missing now our famous not infamous. Robert Redford passed away. He was 89, so he was old, but still, Robert Redford. I remember him from the Great Waldo Pepper with the bi-wing plane. Yeah, that was a cool movie. The Sting. Wow. The Marvin Hamlish. The Sting, and All the President's Men, which is apropos, which is about Nixon and Watergate. And the reporters that found out it went all the way to the top, and no one is above the law, not even the president. All the President's Men. Great movies. And Robert Redford, and the river runs through it. He loves it. Oh well, time's up. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you watching. Let's go to the news. Let's see Hawaii news. Oh, there it is. Oh no, Robert Redford. Oh boy. Yeah, he was a good guy. So he was like the good-looking guy when he was younger. He's a good-looking guy.
It's triggering.
Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid with Paul Newman, and so he was always like the ladies' man. So like Robert Redford, it's like oh yeah man, all the ladies are Robert Redford. So okay. Anyways, drought scuttles. We have drought on Maui, so no more golf for a bit. Year-long work on Kapiolani Boulevard. Oh, that's gonna blow. Oh gosh, they're trying to like we're fixing the roads. I'm moving. Yeah, the traffic won't be moving. And sports. The Warriors are getting healthy. They're getting healthy, and they're gonna play the Bulldogs this Saturday. Yay! They won Fresno or something. They're gonna play. Yay! They're getting healthy. They're finally getting healthy. They're getting healthy. They weren't before, but they're looking like they might get some games going on. Yay! And well, back in the day, yeah, just calm down. From 1977, things were nice and calm and relaxing. You just go to the lab here and the back room. This is Donald and Verona, and they're working their final days at Max Market. Father started the mom and pop grocery store in 1940. They took it over from the whole family. They ran the market in Montserrat and Kapahulu until his death in 1973. Oh boy! So it's back in they're like I don't know, tariffs? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Big Pharma. Cracked down the drugs ads. Big Pharma rip-off again. And they're trying to fire the CDC people. I don't know. Everybody's grilling everybody. Okay, so what should we do here?
It's the place, man. The place, sustainability, positive culture, AI.
I guess this one here. There, this one. No, yes.
Caustic internet culture to blame for hurt and murder.
The tragic killing of Charlie Kirk marks the demise of free speech and the normalization of political violence in the U.S. Charlie was a strong advocate of free speech, traveled to college campuses across the country to engage in debates with people of differing
Bring it to me.
Political views. We don't yet know what the shooter's motive was. It was Charlie's outspoken Christian faith? Was it his conservative views, his support for Donald Trump? Whatever the reason, the rise of mass shootings of political violence must be attributed to something. While some would suggest the availability of guns is to blame, the real culprit might be the advent of the internet.
I can't see you.
And the rise of social media. Now, people with evil intentions can become instantly famous by committing some mass atrocity. Let's be consistent in condemning political violence on both sides and not giving these killers the attention they crave. Mark Saxton, Kahoo. Thank you, Mark, there for talking in Tutu voice and bringing that up. Yeah, sure. Yeah. So, we don't know his motives. Yeah, he was against the kind of what they saying hate speech of the far right. And the far right is trying to say the far left are the radicals and they should be squashed and put into jail and prevented from demonstrating or anything like that or having that kind of thing. So the far right is actually squashing the free speech.
It's triggering.
That guy, Charlie Kirk, was all into free speech because just like Trump, say anything he wants to say, and Elon, free speech on X. Once it was open free speech, it was like the QAnon thing, the early one, the Fortran. It was like free speech. The thing that turned into QAnon was Fortran, and Fortran had free speech, and then all this hate speech came out, and it turned into a lot of hatred and violence. So now they're saying, oh yeah, violence on both sides. The right, the far right, is guilty of committing more political violence than the left, for one. And they took that report from the DOJ off the internet so that you can't look it up now. But they're blaming the far left. They're blaming the far left for whatever reason. Was it Charlie's outspoken Christian faith? It's not Christianity. It's Christianity in politics, being we got to have our Christian views into laws that you must obey. That's a religious right. So, it deals with the abortion thing, and that's a controversy, but you can't say that my Christian views are going to be U.S. laws for everyone. You can't do that, and that's the position of the Christian. That's Christian faith thing. So violence is bad. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can agree there. But beyond that, who's the motive of the shooter was, all that stuff. It wasn't the Christian faith. It was being applied to politics. And was it the support for Trump? Oh yeah, it was a big thing. Trump in social media. Trump is preserving TikTok because he won a lot of things like votes for via social media. Oh, and I just messed up something up here. Anyways, making this too long. Time to go. Aloha, gotta run away. I might post this later, so I gotta go maybe to clinic with my back. Oh, aloha. Aloha, have a good day.
Oh boy. September 1st. Aloha.